Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the chapter 2 integration. There are 5 subtopics in this chapter. The first one is 2.1 integration of functions. 2.2 integrations of trigonometric functions. 2.3 is the techniques of integration. 2.5 is 2.4 is the definite integrals. And the 2.5 is the trapezoidal rule. Let's begin with the first subtopic, which is 2.1 integration of functions. The first goal, this is our first goal, all right? The learning objective, number 1, is to relate the integration and differentiations. You see, you have learned differentiation from last semester, chapter 9. So I bet you all know about differentiation already. So we want to relate the integration and differentiations. We got to read the definition first. A function f, big letter F, is called an antiderivative of a function small letter f if the derivative of the big letter F is small letter f. Okay, it seems a bit confusing, but it's okay. This orange box, will tell you the definitions. It means that if you differentiate the big letter F, you will get small letter f. But then when you integrate the small letter f, but you got to put down the symbol of this. When you integrate the small letter f, then you will get big letter f back, where this big letter f is at the beginning, where you differentiate it first. But in the end, dia dijadikan sebagai jawapan pula. But you must not forget to put plus c. This process of finding the antiderivative is called as integration. So when I say integrate, I mean this symbol. Integrate the small letter f. Remember that. When I say integrate, I always refer at the small letter f. And then, don't forget, it also means with respect to x. So it called as integrate the function small letter f with respect to x. Okay, so let's answer the first question here, which is only to show that, or I call it to verify that the big letter f is the antiderivative of fx by using a functions. Okay, so the first question A here is big letter f is equals to sine x, which is trigo, and the small letter fx is cos x. Let's see by writing down exactly as the statement here. If, I got to write down, start with if differentiate the big letter f, which is sine x, what do you get? You recall back the chapter 9 differentiation that you learned from the last semester. Differentiate sine x is actually cos x. Okay, and then by understanding this definition, it said that this answer is the small letter fx. So does it link to the question here? Does it same? Yes, it is the same. When it is the same, that this is the small letter f, meaning it is correct. It is already verified. Tapi kita kena completekan ayat ini, saying that then when we put it as integral of cos x dx, okay, the answer will give us the sine x back, but we must put plus c. Okay, statement ni kena diterangkan. Statement ni wajib ditulis dengan cantiknya lah. And then barulah you tulis verified. Because the question is okay. The question is menepati ciri-ciri integration dan ciri-ciri the differentiation. Okay. Now let's go to the second one. Question B. I already given the answer here, so that's senang. So big letter F is 6x. Small letter f is 2x cubed. But when I write it down, if differentiate 6x, the answer is actually 6. Yeah, by the knowledge of chapter 9, differentiation, differentiate 6x is 6. But this is our small letter f. I repeat, this is our small letter f. Does it link here? Does it the same here? No, they are not the same. Jadi kalau dia tak sama, tak apa, statement tetap wajib ditulis, which is then integrate of 6 will give us 6x plus c. This is the correct statement. But according to this question, dia kata kita perlu integrate the small letter f by using 2x cubed, which is not the big letter f. No. This is the true statement. Well, this is wrong. Therefore, we put it down as not verified. Settle. So this is just the proving part lah, untuk kenal the relationship between the integration and differentiation. That's it. Okay. Now let's go to the real one, to the real concept of how to use the basic rule of differentiation. So welcome to the second LO, which is learning how to define the basic rule and then use it. Okay, so what is basic rule of integration? Let me highlight it. This is the main one, the main point of this chapter. Okay, we call it as basic integration, ataupun kadang-kadang saya sebut dia basic rule, ataupun saya sebut dia sebagai basic integration. You dah faham dah tu lah kalau saya kata itu basic definition, basic integration. So these are the basic integrations. You can have a look at it in your notebook. So the main one is here. This is the core formula. Okay, this is the core formula of this chapter. Okay, let me go to the concrete example to show you how. So the first example is the first step lah, I would say. The first step is to bring out the -2. Okay, bawa keluar the -2. And then I write down the symbol of integral with dx, meaning I'm trying to integrate with respect to x. Okay, you understand that clearly already. And then tinggal apa di dalam ni? Di dalam ni tinggal hanya square root of x. Am I right? Okay, and now if you see here, what I did here is I bring out the -2. And I am using the basic rule number 3. Okay, the basic rule number 3 show us that K itu constant boleh dibawa keluar daripada integral. So I have applied the number 3 basic rule. Okay, so then next step is I change the square root into 1/2. Sebab apa? Sebab senang saya nak bagi dia nampak bahawa ini sebenarnya adalah x to the power of n, where I am going to apply the second formula, which is this, the core formula. As I said, the core formula told us to find the n first, to figure out what is the power. So I have figured it out that the power is 1/2. And so I must put 1/2 plus 1 in the formula, say that. Okay, so now I am starting to integrate it. So I put a big bracket and then I put 1/2 plus 1. This is the formula, guys. 1/2 plus 1 over with 1/2 plus 1. It is just literally this thing. 1/2 plus 1, meaning n plus 1. And then don't forget that we must put plus c. Okay, and so we simplify it. We will get x to the power of 3/2 over with 3/2 still, and then plus c. Okay, sometimes you might want to put a bracket here. It's okay. You boleh letak. Oops, just a minute. Oops. Okay, and then we are going to simplify it further, which it will give us -4. Sorry, negative 4 over 3 x to the power of 3 over 2 plus c. So this is our final answer. Okay, so let's go to the next example to sharpen our knowledge of this formula. So, you nampak satu, apa orang kata ni, satu term lah. Padahal kita boleh pecahkan dia menjadi dua term yang berbeza disebabkan dia ada plus here. So what I did here is just I buat rangka dulu, integral and dx dulu, and then I can split them into two terms, which is 4x over 2x cubed plus with 1 over 2x cubed. I split it down into two terms. So mengikut basic rule yang keempat, ia mengatakan I can split this two terms into two integral. So that is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to split it into two. So I'll use two different colors. Okay. So the first one, the first integral is I will get 2x to the power of negative 2. Another color is, I'll use, what color do I have left? This one. So another color is 1 over 2 x to the power of negative 3. Okay. So if you look here, I bring the negative, I'm trying my best to show that there is a power of x. That's why I bring the negative above. Okay, if there is a negative x lah, negative power of x. So, and so I continue solving this by using the core formula, which is maybe I can just continue. Before I use the core formula, I bring outside the constant out of the integral. Yeah, just to show you that the basic rule is wujud di dalam chapter 1 ini. So I have to do it step by step, okay? And then equal it with 2. Now I'm beginning to integrate it by using the core rule, the basic integration, which is x to the power of negative 2 plus 1 over negative 2 plus 1. Okay, lama kelamaan you dah akan hafal. Jadi jangan risau. Okay, plus with 1 over 2 integrate with x to the power of 3, negative 3, and then don't forget to plus 1. And then don't forget to put plus c. Plus c cukup letak satu kali untuk satu jawapan. Okay, and then the answer will be 2, I'll do it step by step. 2 times with x to the power of negative 1 over negative 1 plus with 1 over 2 times with x to the power of negative 2 over negative 2 and then plus c. Therefore, the answer is negative 2 over x minus with 1 over 4x squared plus c. So this is the most simplified answer. I bring back the negative below so that it looks very nice. It looks in positive power instead. Okay, so this is the answer for example number 2. So you have learned how many rules that you have learned here? You have learned 1 rule, 2 rules, and 3 rules. And here is the 4th rules. All are very easy actually. So you don't have to worry. So let's go to the third example. So the third example here is also very, very easy and very similar to what I've just taught you guys just now. Okay. So I split them first, and I bring out the I bring out the constant outside of the integral, and then I use the core formula Just don't forget that integration is always plus 1. Okay, is always plus 1. Differentiation yang tolak 1, tapi integration tambah 1. Okay, and then here is our answer. That's it, very easy. Question 4. Question 4 here is the beginning of a bit different than the one that I thought before this. It is very easy as long as you make sure that inside of the bracket here should be linear. Okay, linear sahaja. Okay, and then it will become x plus 5 to the power of 3 over 3 is the answer. Ta-da! This is the answer. Magic. Senangnya lah. Sangat-sangat. Okay, how do I get this? I'm actually using the final formula of basic rule, which is whenever you have a linear inside of the bracket, linear inside of the bracket and then to the power of n, okay, n itu boleh ditambahkan dengan 1, macam biasa, n tambah 1. Tapi jangan lupa juga untuk differentiate apa-apa yang di dalam kurungannya, which is differentiate the linear, give you a lah. Okay, and here goes, I don't write it times 1 sebab I know already that differentiate x is 1, so 1 no need to write it down. Okay, so this is correct already. How about this one? Cara yang ini pula sangat senang saja. It is actually just expand it first. For your information, this is alternative ya. Soalan ni sama, seketul sebiji sama. So what I did here, this is just alternative. Okay, this is just alternative to show you that the answer are the same. Okay, and here goes the integral of x squared plus 10x plus 25 dx. So what's the answer? So the answer is straightforward ya. Tak perlu lagi tulis tambah 1 kot. Dah cukup hafal dah kot. 2 plus 1 is 3. So boleh laju terus tulis. X cubed over 3 plus 10 x squared over 2 plus 25x plus c. Okay, how do I know this is 25x? Okay, remember ya, this is 25x to the power of 0 sebenarnya. X to the power of 0 is 1, right? You already know it. When we integrate it, we plus it 1. Therefore, the answer is still 25x. The answer is 25x. I hope you know that. Whenever we integrate the constant, this is the answer. This is the number 1 rule of basic integration. Okay? I hope you know that. So, that's it. No more equal. This is the final answer. And these are actually equal to each other. You tak percaya, you boleh kembangkan XQ. Jawapan tetap sama. Let's go to the next example, which is the same as what I did just now. I expand inside of the integration first. Okay, saya bukan direct integrate tau. Saya tak boleh direct integrate, melainkan saya expand dulu. Okay, remember that you must expand first. After you have expanded, barulah you you simplify it. Okay, simplify it senang sikit supaya jadi satu term saja. So this is quadratic inside here. And then barulah you integrate satu demi satu step. Sampailah jumpa jawapan akhir. Here goes the last one from me, from this video. So this is a linear inside of the bracket, power n. Okay, so this is the basic rule number 5. Okay, basic rule number 5. And so, have a look here. It's magic here. So I only copy paste, yeah. Jangan takut untuk copy paste. So copy paste 5x plus 7. The power will be now 9 plus 1, which is 10. Okay, saya direct saja, which is 10 over with 10. But I'm not finished. Students selalu lupa yang ini. It must also times with 5. Kenapa 5? 5 is coming from differentiate the linear. Differentiate 5x plus 7 is 5. Therefore, plus c. And the final answer would be 5x plus 7, the whole thing to the power of 10 over 50 plus C. Barulah ini jawapan tepat kita. Okay.